Stop number 34 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to PHEEENEEX International Raceway, or PHEEENEEX, or PHEEENEEX, whichever they call it. Anyway, we're here for the running of the Subway Fresh Fit 500. 3 races remaining on the season. Going to be an interesting last 3 races to be exact here. So let's get to the starting lineup for today's running event. On the pole, it is Trey Campbell, car 30, the Maxwell House Country Time Pontiac. He'll be alongside the number 29 Hardee's Pontiac of Jordan Newman. Row 2 has Seth Cole, number 52, Napa Auto Parts Ford. He'll be alongside the 42 Mello Pontiac of Kyle Matthews. He'll start alongside. Ty Dent, the number 5 Tide Chevrolet. He'll start alongside instead of row 3. Beside him is Hendrick teammate Charles Sanford, the 24 DuPont Chevrolet, the Jeff Gordon cars. Row number 4 has the 22 of Cameron Gadoo. He'll be alongside Ann Batson, number 23 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet. Ann Courier, excuse me, not Batson, excuse me. Liam Campbell, the number 6 Valvoline Ford, has the inside of our number 5. Beside him, the number 94 Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile of Brendan Berg. He'll start alongside. Berg had a horrible outing in the truck race, the last race on the tour. Actually, Berg will be starting outside of row 6 with Mason Powers. Actually, starting outside of Liam Campbell in the 6th. In the 5th row is championship leader Zed Weinstein, looking for a second championship this season. Here goes Amanda. Fire him up here at PHEEENEEX.
Driver, start your engine!
And the fire engines, we get some racing here today. Here in the Subway Fresh Fit 500. Gonna be a good race here today at PHEEENEEX. 32 laps distance here today. Reversal of the laps what we had in the truck race. The truck race we had 23 laps. Here we have 32 in the Cup race. So basically 23 backwards. Enough of the number figures here. Let's go. Let's get some racing going on here today at PHEEENEEX. It's an all Pontiac front row here. Trey Campbell and Jordan Newman as the pace car ducks off on the pit road. And it's the green flag about the wave here, and we are underway here in the Subway Fresh Fit 500 at PHEEENEEX. Turn 2 usually is a trouble spot. Oh, did I say that? Michael Walton, oh my gosh. William Duncan's crashed. Henry Kavanaugh's crashed. I saw Michael Walton go around, and same with Mike Becker. Keith Batson, a little bit of damage to his car. Eric Powers, a little bit of damage to his car. Jasmine Acosta coming down pit road. Oh, Henry Kavanaugh smoke coming out of that Budweiser Ford. Trey Campbell win race back to the start-finish line as we complete the first lap. Didn't take long for the action to get going, just like it didn't in the truck race. Yep, and I got 4 wide, and you can't do that at PHEEENEEX. And Mike Becker's one who got loose to start the crash off. Is he, Trent Dunham, and Jessica Shelton. There's where the crash started right here. There's Becker, there's Dunham and Shelton. Becker doesn't quite clear Dunham, so he goes right in the spins right in front of Shelton. Shelton goes in the wall. And about that same time, another crash starts right there. Nathan Hudson went around in 55. We'll show you that crash. Oh, Dalton Day. Mr. Bad Luck in this series, and his luck does not seem to change. And this time, Dalton gets spun by Nathan Hudson in 55. And Hudson spins right there, and there's Eric Powers just smacks Shelton in the rear end, and there's where the rest of the Holocaust started right there. Keith Batson's around. There's where William Duncan got spun by Henry Kavanaugh. Poteet was in the crash too in 31. Damage on the Stephanie Gardner car, the Quaker State Buick. Well, the far chase has not let us down, so let's see what happened. Or actually, this one is going to need the helicopter view, actually, not the far chase view. Here's where the crash started right here, and sit back and watch it all unfold. And there's where it all starts happening right there. And Jasmine Acosta, she crashes right into Stephanie Gardner. So basically, a big mess happening through turns, coming out of turn 2. So getting set for a restart here at Phoenix, as we'll have 5 laps in the books and 27 laps to go. So not done racing here at Phoenix, not by a long shot. As the green flag race, we're back underway here at Phoenix. Trey Campbell out in front. Seth Cole is caught with a lap car on the inside. It's Jasmine Acosta. Third is Jordan Newman. Fourth is Ty Dent. Fifth is now Kyle Matthews in 42, as he has now got Cameron Gaddu on the outside. Now, oh, Ty Dent's around in 15 in the 5. Oh, and we got more cars spinning. And it might have been Charles Jackson who spun in 71. I'm not really sure. And Liam Campbell leaning on Joshua Osborne a little bit, as Trey Campbell went respect to the start-finish line. Now the pace car ducks up on the pit road. Yeah, and they got almost 5 wide right there. There's Ty Dent. Now Charles Sanford goes up into the Cameron Gaddu, since Cameron and the Ty Dent. Yeah, and there's the other spin. That was Charles Sanford in 24 that spun. So basically, one spin led to another, and it was Hendrick teammates, but although they didn't crash each other, it was basically separate spins right here. There's where Sanford goes. Now, Cameron Gaddu, he spins Ty Dent, and at the same time Liam Campbell goes into Charles Sanford, and Sanford in 24 spins, and instead Weinstein kind of leaned on Liam a little bit. That slowed Liam up a bunch, and that's going to cost him a lot of positions at the yellow flag. Shame too for Charles Sanford. He was running in 7th place when it all happened, and Ty Dent was running about 4th. So, 2 of the cars out of the Hendrick Motorsports stable having trouble here today in the desert. And right now, way things are going, Zed Weinstein is going to be grinning from ear to ear right now. He was the points leader coming in, and some of the championship contenders having some trouble a little bit here, or are having trouble not running good right now. Weinstein's going to have build a bigger points lead going into Five Flag Speedway in Pensacola. The next lap on the series this season. Racing back underway here on lap number 12. Trey Campbell looking for a second win of the season here, as now Seth Cole is trying to get a shove from Jordan Newman in 29. Look and see what else is going to happen here. See if we can get through this first lap cleanly. And oh no, Weinstein's up on the high side here. He and Charles Sanford. There's the view from the copter cam. And look at this onboard view from Charles Sanford's car from a side cam. That's Preston Plord going right up in the Sanford. Lord goes by in 17. That was the 8th spot he just grabbed, I believe. Nope. Yep. Lord up to 7th. And shock, the yellow flag's flown. Oh, Charles Sanford. Oh, did Zed Weinstein in the 70 crash? He might. Oh my gosh. If that's the case, that's not what. No. Oh my gosh. This may be what some of the points contenders are possibly hoping for here. Zed Weinstein having trouble a little bit. And they may have just got it here. And yeah, Brendan Burgos in the Charles Jackson. And Weinstein had nowhere to go in the Jackson. And there's William Duncan goes in the Jackson. Crashes into Nathan Hudson. Dalton Days in another crash, and Duncan hits him a little bit. Keith Batson, the crumple up 28, goes around, or goes by, I should say. But that was a big one right there. Zed Weinstein, the championship leader, is having trouble here at Phoenix. And to make matters even worse for Weinstein, he's the hometown. This is his home track, as he hails out of the state of Arizona. So this is not what he wanted, not only for the points, but also in front of his hometown fans here at Phoenix. We'll see how that shakes up points-wise, though, coming out of Phoenix. I don't know. We're just barely halfway home, though, as we'll have 17 of 32 in the books, so we still have 15 laps to go in this restart. Trey Campbell, the pole sitter race, still out in front. And number 30, second is Seth Cole, third Jordan Niven, fourth is Kyle Matthews, and in 5th position now is the 18 of Mason Powers. Here comes Liam Campbell diving inside, and it's now Seth Cole still got caught up in a high side. Whoa! Matthews got tail happy coming out of turn number 2. Here comes Liam Campbell on the inside. He's getting the shove from the 17 of Preston Plord. And oh gosh, they're 3 wide again. This is turn 4 has been the trouble spot here at Phoenix, not turn 2 where it usually has been. Oh gosh, don't do it, guys! Oh no! And Jasmine Acosta's crashed Cameron Gadoo in 22. Poteet's in it. Osborne's in it. Brendan Berg's in it. Unfreaking believable. Turn 2 and 4 seems to be the trouble spots here at Phoenix. And we knew it was turn 2 in the truck race, but the Cup cars are having trouble. They've been having more trouble in turn 4 than they have 2. But let's keep our camera on Cameron Gadoo. And Trent Dunham drives up into Jasmine Acosta and Kyle Matthews, and there's where Gadoo gets turned. Acosta goes in the wall, and there goes Matthews. Charles Sanford goes into him. Poteet turns Joshua Osborne around. And all those cars flying by, those. I wonder why all those cars that flew by this bunch of cars, so let's look at it again. All those cars that flew by this crash, I wonder why they didn't crash themselves. Let's watch. This is real time. Watch all the cars that fly by this bunch of cars. I was wondering why that this did not become about a 10-20 car crash. Really. So pace car again, looks car number 4. Let's get this thing going again here. Trey Campbell still in front of us, the green flag race with now 9 laps to go here at Phoenix. Seth Cole has not had a legitimate shot at Trey Campbell all day. And now Mason Powers has turned. And Jessica Shelton's crashing them hard. Oh my goodness. Ty Dent's crashed here in turn 3. Brendan Berg, Ryan Rollins, Cameron Gadoo. Roots and twigs. Let's first look at this whole deal and having a turn 3 and before we see the Powers crash. Mason Powers was running in 4th when his crash. And there's where Powers has spun, and Ty Dent actually clipped Powers, and the crash happened way up in front there. That Ty was going to get in. There's where it started. Andreas Allen goes into Trent Dunham, which sends him into Liam Campbell. Preston Plord spins, and oh my gosh, William Duncan, Ty Dent crashes into him. And basically the whole goes out, and Joshua Osborne gets into another crash. Mike Becker, Brendan Berg, Jasmine Acosta, Cameron Gadoo, Stephanie Gardner. Poteet was in another crash. It's a big mess happening in turn number 3. But here's where the initial cause of the yellow flag happened. Mason Powers who was running 4th, get turned by Liam Campbell. Looked like it was just going to be a single car spin, and looked there for a second that like Liam's going to bulldoze. Several cars did a good job missing Powers barely. Costa barely. Watch Shelton. Hard in the power she went. And Shelton had already gotten herself caught up in multiple deals herself. Well, that didn't help matters none for the number 9 team. She was running 27th when it happened too, on board Jessica Shelton's car. Let's listen. Needless to say, Phoenix has not treated Jessica Shelton very, very well in her career. And certainly has not treated Shelton well this weekend too. She crashed in the truck race, and now here in the Cup race as well. And she was already in a mathematical possibilities per se for the championship, with Weinstein having as big a lead as he did. Now Weinstein's had troubles too, but the saving grace so far for him is that he's had drivers who's had trouble as well, and Weinstein's going to be finishing ahead of a lot of these drivers too, who's had trouble. So, with that said, the green flag's going to be out here on lap number 29. We'll have 4 laps to go here at Phoenix. Can anybody stop Trey Campbell in car number 30? Joshua Collard going inside a Kate Culpert position. Now Collard now comes up on the 12 of Johnny Gardner. Meantime, Seth Cole begins to roll on the inside. Now he's going to try to come up He's got a sight set on Trey Campbell for position. Joshua Osborne in a 90 coming down pit road. Unscheduled stop for the number 90 team. Two laps to go at Phoenix. Does Seth Cole have anything for Trey Campbell? Off in the third turn they go. Cole trying to run Campbell down. The white clearly waving. One lap remaining here at Phoenix. The number 30, Country Time, Maxwell House Pontiac from Bahari Racing. Trey Campbell trying to hold off the challenge of NSCRA Motorsports, Seth Cole. They eye the third turn now. Campbell going on the high side right there. Cole followed his tracks. It will not happen for Seth Cole. Rounding turn number 4, Trey Campbell wins the Subway Fresh Fit 500 here at Phoenix. Seth Cole comes on second. Ann Courier comes on third. Jordan Newman fourth. And where did Mason Jefferson come from? He finishes 5th. We haven't talked about him all day. Excellent run for him. Dylan Young will come on 6th. Some of the veterans showing up at the right time here at Phoenix. No question about that. Average speed of the race, 66.973. And some guys who are behind line setting the points did very, very well here today, for sure. 6th place was Dylan Young. 7th was Johnny Gardner. Andreas Allen 8th. Joshua Collard 9th. Trent Dunham comes on 10th. Kate Culp 11th. 12th was Ryan Acosta. Hayden Jefferson 13th. Kyle Matthews 14th. 15th Dylan Poteet. Chris Washer 16th. 17th was Keith Batson, Brendan Berg, Eric Powers, Stephanie Gardner, the top 20. And look at the litter out of the race. Here, 11 cars out, including championship leader Zed Weinstein. That's going to be a question of how that does in the points wise. It'll be interesting to see here. But big man in the victory lane here is going to be the 30 of Trey Campbell. He'll win here today at Phoenix. Great win for him today as we head to Pensacola next for a visit Pensacola Super Snowball 500. Zed Weinstein will have the lead in the points coming out of Phoenix, but by now 47 over Ryan Acosta. Dylan Young in 3rd, Dylan Poteet 4th, and Jessica Shelton currently 5th in the points. Mike Becker in 6th, Jordan Newman 7th, Trey Campbell 8th, Charles Jackson 9th, and 10th position is Joshua Collard. And leading rookie is still Henry Cavanaugh in the 14th spot. And so really the rookie standings actually stretching out a little bit points-wise as far as that's concerned. 20th is Ann Courier, and down to Mason Powers in 38th spot. Going to be interesting to see how the last 2 races go. As we head to Five Flags Speedway in Pensacola, Florida, next for the Visit Pensacola Super Snowball 500. Don't miss it.